What's up, DMV Sports Nation? It's Noah Kim again for SportAI. This is going to be a little different format this week for the fantasy predictions. We'll be going back to our regular format, but just for this week, this is a little quick rundown on who we have as our sleepers, as our duds, and as our fantasy MVP. Without further ado, let's get started. Sleepers for this week, we have two big sleepers, the biggest gains, obviously, with a lot of injuries. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen, but our top picks are from the tight end position, Rob Gronkowski. I know that he's been relatively disappointing, considering where his average draft was in the 4th to 5th round of a lot of people's drafts, but he's got a great matchup, and he's lined up to have a huge gain. O.J. Howard's health is in question. Brady hasn't been targeted as much. Gronkowski's slowly learning the system, getting used to things with Brady, becoming a legitimate threat over the air once again. Gronkowski is trending upward. Our other pick is Alexander Mattison of the Minnesota Vikings. If you didn't see him, he came in relief for Dalvin Cook. Cook did return to the game, but Mattison is so efficient on his limited carries, and with even a slight increase in volume, which is going to be in line to happen this weekend, Madison's projected for a great fantasy weekend, and it's definitely a sleeper for sure. More importantly, Gronkowski and Mattison are both owned an average of a 38% of fantasy leagues, so they're on most people's waivers, so I would grab them while you still can. Our fantasy duds for this week are, our fantasy duds this week are a couple people. I think quite a few people saw the hype of Chase Claypool. Very interesting enough, he could be a sleeper at the same time as a dud. But it depends on what your expectations are. He is a wide receiver 3 in flex for the rest of the season. It's very unlikely he'll repeat his performances, particularly with the tougher defense this weekend. So if his expectations to slot him in as a wide receiver 2 or maybe a wide receiver 1 if you're that desperate, that isn't going to happen. I would reserve my hopes for another receiver. And now our fantasy MVP. So our fantasy MVP will be, interestingly enough, Kenny Golladay of the Detroit Lions. The reason for Kenny Golladay is, he's coming back healthy. Matthew Stafford is also another sleeper that's trending up. So if he's still on waiver wires and you need some QB help, I would add Matthew Stafford as well. But Kenny Golladay is going against the atrocious Jaguars defense, and also was heavily targeted in his return back these past couple of weeks. Kenny Golladay is a player that is going to be slept on. Might even be on a couple people's waiver wires, depending on how shallow or deep the league is. And he's a solid wide receiver 2, low-end wide receiver 1 play this week. So it should be really interesting. And I see a great performance from Kenny Golladay. His numbers are trending up, with his score plus being plus 7.5, meaning that he's projected to outpace his projected scorings in most Yahoo Fantasy or FanDuel leagues by quite a bit. So if you have Kenny Golladay, you're in for a good week. And that's a quick video, but a wrap up of who we projected to be the sleepers, the duds, and the MVP for this week. As always, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you're interested in what we're doing here at SportAI and our artificial intelligence that helps you optimize your lineup, there will be a link to the beta sign up in our description. Again, this is Noah Kim and all of DMV Sports Zone family. Have a good day.